Hey 5M, let's go ahead and get warmed up please for lesson 6.6. On your whiteboard, go ahead and answer these questions. If you're not sure on the answers of them, go ahead and raise your hand and we'll help you through each one if you need it. When you're done, come back to check your answers. Go ahead and do that now. Okay, you must be back, so let's go ahead and look at those answers. Here they are. If you're still unsure about something, please raise your hand and we'll help you out with that. Okay, today your learning target is I can analyze data. And analyze is a word that we need to really talk about, and so down below I put the definition for us. Analyze means to study something closely and carefully, and to learn the nature and relationship of the parts of something by close and careful examination. So we're going to be examining data today. So first we are going to be looking at data collected from humans who are asked certain questions. This kind of data is known as sociological surveys. Go ahead and open up to page 116 in your student reference book, your SRB. That's the big hardcover book in your desk. We don't use it a lot, but go ahead and get that out right now and find page 116. Okay, once you've found it, I have a couple questions I want you to ask yourself and answer on a whiteboard about it. Study the page and see if you can figure out what we are going to be reading about on this page. Also, who is the population of the data collected for the survey? And what is the first question that was asked in the survey? Go ahead and hit pause and do this now and then come back to me. Okay, so you must have these questions answered. Here are the correct answers. It says, what are we going to be reading about on this page? Well, there's 3 different surveys there that they did, and one of them was on entertainment data, one was favorite sports data, and the other was shower and bath time data. Who is the population of the data collected for the survey? Well, they asked these questions to students from Lee Middle School, so that is our population. And what was the first question that was asked in the survey? The students were asked to select their favorite form of entertainment. Okay, so the first question that it has here, it says information was collected from samples of students at Lee Middle School. 3 questions were asked. Number 1, entertainment data. Students were asked to select their favorite form of entertainment. They were given 4 possible choices. TV, to watch TV or DVDs. Music, to listen to radio or CDs. Games, play video games or computer games. Reading books or magazines. 24 students responded and answered the survey. Here are their data. So as you can see here, they just simply listed out their results. You could count those up and see how many TVs, how many games, how many musics, and how many readings. The next one is all about favorite sports data. Students were asked to select 2 of their favorite sports from this list: baseball, bowling, basketball, soccer, bicycle riding, and swimming. 20 students responded. The data below include 40 answers because each student named 2 sports. So here are all the sports that were selected. Number 3, shower and bath time data. A sample of 40 students was asked to estimate the number of minutes they usually spend taking a shower or bath. Here is the data below. So these data are actually representing minutes that they were in the shower or bath. What we're going to do today is we're going to learn how to make a frequency table to help us organize our data. A frequency table is a chart on which data is tallied to find the amount of times a certain answer is said to the questions that were asked. It usually looks something like this. If we were talking about rolling a dice, we would make little tallies as we went. So we'd put the numbers of the options down here and we would tally them as we rolled the dice. In this experiment, they had the number 1 was rolled 4 times, the number 2 5 times, the number 3 3 times, the number 4 3 times, the number 5 2 times, and the number 6 3 times. Now let's look on page 183 in your math journal. It's telling you to use the frequency tables below to tally your entertainment data on page 116 in your SRB. Complete the tables. Okay, so it says, first one says, what is the survey question? So I went ahead and filled this in for you, and you need to fill it in on your book. It says, what is your favorite form of entertainment? And the categories, our category choices were TV, reading, games, and music. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and count up the TV one first. So I'm going to count up my TVs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So once I have that information, I'm going to go ahead and tally those up. 1, 2, 3, 4, tally up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, tally up 10, 11. Okay, then I'm going to write my number in here. My total number was 11. Now I'm going to turn it into a fraction. Well, for a fraction, I need to know how many are going to be in all. So if we look back, 24 students responded in all. So our fraction is going to be 11 24ths. 11 is telling us how many picked TV, and 24 is our denominator because it tells us how many in all. And then you can use your calculator to turn this into a percent. Remember to do that. You're going to take 11 divided by 24 and then move the decimal place 2 points to the right to turn it into a percent. You're going to continue to do this and tally up your reading, games, and your music till they're all done. Your total number of tallies down below, you're going to count those up to make sure all 24 are represented. Then you're going to take this information and you're going to turn it into a bar graph for this survey question. Okay, this is on your next page. You're going to need to label the parts of the graphs. Go ahead and give it a title. Tell me the options down below. You're going to also need to make sure you put a scale on the side. Then when you finish that, you're going to make another tally table for the data. What are your 2 favorite sports? Make sure you fill in all the different categories here. And then you're going to turn this one, using your percents, into a pie chart or a circle graph. Make sure you label all of your parts and give it a title. So your assignment today is to complete pages 183, 184, and 185 in your math journal. Page 185 is going to ask you to use the bath time to make a stem and leaf plot. If you forgot how to make a stem and leaf plot, you can look back into your math journal or go back to the other videos. Make sure you raise your hand if you have any questions and have it checked when you get finished. When you're all done with that, I want you to work on math boxes 6.6 on page 186 in your math journal. All right, guys, work hard.